everyone, my name is Norma Miranda. I work as a social worker in Identity Mission, and I want to share with you. I decided to study this program because I wanted to work with people, and I am really grateful and appreciate the opportunity to work in Identity Mission because I can work with children, which is my special population. I think foster care is very important in our country, Honduras, because it's a formal way to care the orphan, and they don't have to be in a place like where are many children, but they can be in family. In fact, when I began this job, I didn't know exactly what foster care was. So through this year, I have had the opportunity to understand what it means for each child, and it's amazing how each child can be in a family and can receive the care of a family. That's like an individual care. A very special moment for me has been when we just met the children, and they don't know who you are at the beginning, but then you can see how they recognize you as a social worker, how they recognize you as his friend or her friend, and they began to make that connection that is very important in order to then know how they can feel secure with someone else who is not just their family, but also a professional who is trying to do the best for the case and the best for working with other professionals and trying to that child have a permanent home. I can say my favorite part in my work is especially when I share with the children. Many of the days I have to be working on the computer and making some papers and reports, but I know when in a day I have to go to visit the child, it's very special because I can share with the people who is the main point of this work. So it doesn't matter if I have to take many papers during the day, so different documents. If I know one moment in a day, I will see the boy or the girl for whom we are working.
Hello, my name is Scarleth. I'm psychologist of Identity Missions, and why I decided to study psychology is because I love to work with people, and when I was studying, I was loving more my career because I was able to understand the human behaviors and all that mental process. And why I choose to work with Identity Mission, it's because I always wanted to have the experience to work with families and children, and Identity Mission work with that, and they are helping the families and the foster care with the children. I love the idea to know about this program of foster care because I know it's in other countries, but when I knew that this Identity Mission was working with this, I really love the idea to work with that because I know the importance of the foster care. It's amazing to see the job of a children in a foster family, and I know it's very important to every children to be in a family, not being in an orphan. I know it's not that easy, and we want all the children in family, but I know that one by one we can help. I remember many memories about working with families and children, but a special one is when we go to the houses and we have the time to share with the family about the experiences and to see the children and the development that they are having, and that's because the family is always with the children there, taking care of everyone, loving them. So I love when I see the family and the children together. I think my favorite part of the work is to when we visit the families and the children, because we share the time with them, we can play, we can see the development of every month, and I like to share that time with them.
Okay, here we are still sharing with all of you and inviting you to join our journey in this beautiful work. And we can tell you a little bit of how we can share with the family and how we can support them. It can be supported in different ways. For example, we are able to evaluate the situation of the house, the structure of the house, if it has the correct places for the children to play, if it's secure for the children, even if one of the child has disabilities, for example. And we also support the economical part if it is necessary, given to them what they need. If they need milk, if they need pampers, and that's the way that we can support with material things as organization, but we also support them spiritually. If they need to tell something, if they need to pray with us, that's the kind of things that they can rely on us as a team, as an organization, as a friends too.
We usually visit the families one time per month, but if it's necessary, we can go more than one time that we have for the family. For example, if the children have a surgery, or if they need more support in the spiritual way area or psychology area, so we are able to visit the family more of the first time that we usually do with the families, and that time with them, it's amazing. It's amazing to share with them, to have the time to come and listen about the stories and the memories that they have of the children's, and how it's the impact for the family. So it's very nice to work with the identity mission, with all the thing, sharing experiences.
It has been a pleasure for us to share with you this amazing story, and we also want to thank you, all of you who support this program in our country, Honduras, with children and the way that can be vulnerable and how we can support them. So we are so grateful, and thank you for joining us. Thank you.
When we enter each other's stories, we are choosing to be the body of Christ, each one of us doing our part to accomplish His will and plan. He has promised to set the lonely in families and to care for the orphan child, and His plan is to do that through each of us. Scarleth and Norma work hard every day to do their part, and when you partner with Identity Mission, you are partnering with all of our staff by making it possible for them to care personally for each child and family we serve. This month is all about what happens when we choose to join in each other's stories and unite for the cause of seeing children cared for in families. Your donations to this December's Join the Story campaign is what will make it possible for our staff to continue to care well for the foster children and foster families here in Honduras. Thank you.